Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Read Asphyxia. So from here on, I will no longer read the narrations, I'll just read the character dialogues. Let's continue. Hehe. I thought you wouldn't. That's what I said. People don't play these kinds of games very much, so they're pretty obscure. There are some really good ones though. A game? You're crying over a game? That's right. Look. Hey, do you want to borrow this game for me after I'm done? It's really emotional. I cried loads, even though it's my third playthrough. Hannah's death scene gets me every single time. But she isn't real. Hannah may not be real if you want to go by dictionary definitions, but she exists within my heart. In the universe of that game, I am Takumi, and I really am her big brother. I must protect Hannah no matter what. I'd even give my life for her if necessary. That's how much I love her. You know what? I think I'll pass, if it's all the same to you. I'm going to go back to my seat now. Good luck with the rest of your game. Sam! Wait up! Hey Sam! Sam! Jeez. Hello, Bobby. What is it? You should know. If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. Alright, Miss Clever Clogs. Turn the volume down already. I don't want to spend the whole journey with your weird Germany chanting playing in the background. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll go deaf one of these days, and you'll only have yourself to blame. Yes, Roberta. Can you even understand half of the music you listen to anyway? I know a few words here and there. My German isn't that bad. I don't really get it. Why is it always German? It's the only music you ever listen to. I'm not entirely sure. I just think it sounds passionate. You would think that. You can't understand what they're saying after all. I suppose so. Maybe I'm just imposing my own meaning into the lyrics, but is that really such a bad thing? People do that all the time. Isn't the simple act of having a conversation about deriving your own interpretations of other people's words? That's pretty deep for 9:30 in the morning, isn't it? I apologize. Maybe I woke myself up a little too efficiently. So how many of those have you had anyway? In the last half hour? I think it's my third. Your third? That's right. Is there anything wrong with that? Stuff like that isn't good for you, you know. Especially not in large doses. You'll make yourself sick and you'll rot your teeth. Maybe, but it did help wake me up, didn't it? And you wonder why your stomach hurts so often. You're poisoning your body. That's what Lillian says too. What does Lillian have to do with anything? I just thought, since she always told me off, maybe I should quit. Oh, so you listen to what Lillian says, but you won't listen to me. Is that what you're saying? Lillian has no interest in speaking to you again, didn't you? It doesn't matter what you say or do now. She doesn't care. I know that, but she means a lot to me. And I don't? I never said that, Bobby. You are jumping to conclusions. I just... I'm sorry, Berta. I do value you, really. You have a funny way of showing it. It's difficult to believe such assertions when you so constantly do and say things that make me believe quite the contrary. I know that. I realize I'm not the best friend. I'm fickle and flighty, and I either demand too much of your attention or want none of it at all. I'm not particularly good at expressing myself, and when I try to explain how I feel, the words come out all jumbled up, as though they were spoken by somebody else. I really am sorry if I said or did anything to upset you. You know, Lillian is my friend. Or was, rather. But you are my friend too. Please forgive me. I know you have to put up with a lot, and I realize I can be incredibly annoying. You really can. You're the most annoying person that there is. I know. It's the only area I excel at, really. Well, they do say if you have it, you should flaunt it. In this case, however, I would not recommend it. I'll do my best, but I have precious little else to flaunt. I'm finally free. Alright, De Quincy, don't go running off on your own. I'm a teacher, not a shepherd, and I have no desire to hunt down any errant students who may stray from my flock. Yes, miss. And the same goes for the rest of you. If any of you get lost, I'm not going to trouble myself over it. You're not in primary school anymore. You are old enough now to take some responsibility for your actions. Yes, miss. Why are you being so cold, Lily? I thought we were friends. Mr. Quincy. Yes. What is it, miss? Far be it from me to criticize you and your youthful zeal, but I fear you may be distracting some of your classmates. Could you please keep your hands to yourself? Haha, yes, miss. While we're on the subject, something else is bothering me. Why do you never button up your shirt? Well, I suppose it's because I'm opposed to the fascist system that's keeping all us students squashed underfoot. I want to show everyone I'm not just another cog in the machine, you know. Well, I applaud your efforts. School is not, as many teachers will try to tell you, a place young people go to nurture their unique talents. It's a place where young people are sent against their will so they can learn how to follow orders and do as they are told. Anybody who informs you otherwise is a liar. Wow. Forgive me if I'm being rude, but you do sound a little bitter, miss. If I sound bitter, it's because I am. Like you, De Quincy, I thought when I was young and foolish that I was an individual and should therefore be allowed to express myself as such. I even dabble in poetry. Can you imagine it? Poetry. Well, you are an English teacher. Indeed. And do you know what kinds of people become English teachers? The kinds of people aspire to become published authors or poets but fail to achieve their goals? Exactly. When I entered the working world, I became far more cynical. You come to school to do your exams, get good results, and boost your school's reputation, and teachers who care about your students beyond what is written on a few slips of paper are few and far between. Well, if you only care about my results, how I dress shouldn't matter, should it? Nice try, De Quincy, but that isn't going to cut it with me. You might be smart, but that doesn't amount to much if you only show up to half of your lessons. Gosh darn it. Perhaps I could overlook your flagrant misconduct if you applied yourself seriously. But as it is, I will have to ask you to button up your shirt. Yes, miss. And you can do something about your hair in the future. The color is hardly school regulation. But it took me 3 hours to dye it this color. And it will take me less than 3 minutes to chop it all off with a pair of scissors. Is that what you would prefer? I could always buy a wig. Would that be acceptable? You may do whatever you like as long as you can stop it being so blue. Yes, miss.